Yes. Yesterday in live class, we have completed question number 1 from exercise 8D. Here I have told you earlier only the sums which has complete years, time is in complete years will be solving. Not all the sums. Okay. So whichever sums I am saying you, only that you have to solve. Exercise 8D. From question number 1, we have solved Roman number 1 and 5. From question number 2, we will be solving only Roman number 4. 1, 2, 3, 5 you don't have to do because the years are, the time is not in complete year. Principal is given rupees 4,000, 424. Amount is given rupees 8,000. And time is given 10 years. Now you have to find the rate of interest. Now I have amount, I have principal. So we can find the simple interest A minus P, or rupees 8,000 minus rupees 4,000, or rupees 4,000 is SI. Now rate is equal to, we know, SI into 100 divided by P into T. So SI is rupees 4,000 into 100. Principal is rupees 4,000. Time is 10 years. Now this is cancelled. This is cancelled. So 10% per annum. This is compulsory to write per annum. You think if I don't write we'll get full marks? It's not possible. That is wrong. You have to write it. Now for question number 2, we'll be solving only question number 4. Only Roman number 4 for 2. Now for 3, we'll be solving Roman number 1 and Roman number 5. 3-1. Principal is given X. Amount is given 3X. And the rate is given 8% per annum. Okay, so SI is equal to A minus P, or 3X minus X is equal to 2X, or T is equal to, we know, SI into 100 by R in P into R. Or SI we have got 2X into 100 divided by principal was X and the rate was 8%. X cancelled. 2 4s are 8. 4 25s are 100. So this will be 25 years. Time will be 25 years. Question number 3-1. Now we'll do question number 3-5. Question number 3, Roman number 5. Principal rupees 800. Amount rupees 992. Rate of interest is 8%. So SI is equal to A minus P. Rupees 992 minus rupees 800, or rupees 192. So time is equal to SI into 100 by P into R. SI we have rupees 192 into 100. Principal we had rupees 800 into rate we had 8%. Now zeros cancelled. 8 2s are 16, 4s are 32, 8 3s are 24. So 3 years. This will be the time for question number 3, Roman number 5. Question number 3, only 1 and 5 you have to solve, not more. because only these two are having complete years. Now question number 4 and 5 we don't need to do, because again the times are in fraction. First number 4 it is in 6 months, and number 5 you can see the money becomes 1.5 in 2.5 years. So we are not going to solve it. Look at question number 6. Because you will ask why ma'am is doing. I have sent you, you remember maybe in the month of July or August, I have sent you the reduced syllabus by the ICSE board. In that they have reduced, they have told for class 7 the time which is in compound years or months or days, that is not needed. Only the complete year times are needed. The sums related to the complete year, only that you have to read. So even the final syllabus is also based on those 6 chapters, those exercises which is taken from the board. Okay, so you must do what I am doing. A sum of money doubles itself in 5 years. How much it will take to quadruple? Quadruple means 4 times. Okay. Now let the principal be X. So amount, according to the question, amount is double. What will be the double? 2x. Now they have asked you time is 5 years. Okay. So how much time it becomes? Quadruple means 4 times. In a simple language, I am writing 4 times. Now, first of all, we have to find the rate of interest. Is it? Then we have to find the time. Here we have to get 2 questions. We have 2 questions. First case, we have to find the rate of interest, and second case, we have to put that rate of interest to get the time. Now, SI is equal to A minus P. So 2x minus x. So rate of interest will be x into 100, SI by into 100 by principal into time. So we have got 20% per annum is a rate. Now with this rate, the money has to become 4 times. So what time it will take? With the same rate and same principal is invested. So for after how many years it will become 4 times? Is it? 5 years it is becoming double. So how many years it will become 4 times? So you will take 5 and 5, 10 years. No, it is not. It is not wrong. Correct. It is wrong. Now you have principal according to the question again. Principal is x. Amount becomes 4 times. So 4x. Rate is 20% we got from 1. So time is equal to what? SI is equal to what? 4x minus x. 3x. So time is equal to SI into 100 by P into R we know. Now SI is 3x into 100. Principal we had x and rate we have got 20%. So x cancelled. 25 is 100. So in 15 years it becomes 4 times. This will be the answer. There are 2 sums. In the first sum, you have to get the rate of interest, and second sum, you have to implement that rate of interest. Okay. Now question number 7, it says the simple interest on a sum of money for 4 years at the rate of 5% per annum is rupees 300 more than the simple interest on the same sum for 3 years at a rate of 6% per annum. Find the sum of money. You can do with x also, you can do with 100 also. It's up to you. If you want to do with x, Question number was 7. 6 we have done. This is question number 7. Let the principal be x. So the first case, rate is 5% and time is 4 years. So what will be the SI? P R T by 100, or this is 20x by 100. I am not reducing it, I am writing as additions. Second case, principal is same in both the cases, it only rate and time is difference. R is 6% per annum and time is 3 years. So SI will be P R T by 100 or 18x by 100. Both the cases we have got SI. Then it says in the first case he receives 300 rupees more than the second case. So first SI minus second SI is equal to 300 I can write. According to the question, first interest is rupees 300 more than second interest. So first interest minus second interest is equal to rupees 300. May I write it? Now you can understand why I have not reduced this. 100 and 100 LCM is 100. Up 20x minus 18x is equal to rupees 300. Or 20x minus 18x, 2x is equal to rupees 300 into 100. Or x is equal to rupees 300 into 100 by 20. Sorry, not 22, 250 or x is equal to rupees 15,000. So the principal is rupees 15,000. Okay. So once again I am saying you question number 4 and 5 you don't have to do. 6 and 7 I have done. And the leftover sums I will send you through the PDF. So whichever sums I will be sending you, only that sums you have to do. Okay. Till then keep practicing, and if there is any type of queries you can ask me. Thank you dears.